Good morning. Welcome to DCT, Deep Coherence Technique Quantum. What we mean by that is the ability to peel the lid, to pull the lid off, conceptually, the idea of a mindful practice, and to begin to inhabit and embody the practice so that it becomes us. It's not something we're adding on like a plug-in. It's us. It's our operating system. Now, the reason coherence is so important, in my opinion, is that it's the starting point. It is the centeredness from which you can then unfold, quest, journey, ask questions from. So, any mindful practice that can bring you into deep coherence, into centeredness, into being grounded to the to yourself, to the Om, to the I am. It's the template. Now, this morning I was thinking about this idea of enlightenment and this idea of it's the same thing really, awakening, this idea of questing. And I left a video last week where I I, I made the claim that your life is a vacation. Now, for a lot of people that may feel really quite trite to say that they don't feel their life is a vacation. They feel like it's extreme and they have questions. And it's a bit like when you're suffering, if you're sick or you're suffering, it's being told, it's really simple, just go heal yourself. And I appreciate that. And it upon reflection, I don't think that's really what I meant. I think what I meant is your life is a journey. And it's a journey that you opted into. It's not something that you were made to do. It's something that you participated in, partnered in. Now that said, we're living in a time of chaos. It begins this month. Chaos as a power is going to be unleashed as an archetype. It has to come in like a storm. It has to rattle all of the furniture and the windows, and it has to shake up the trees. It has to kick up the dust. It has to really tornado out and expose everything that for so long has been hidden from us. It has to lift the lid on revelation, disclosure. There are going to be people exposed, organizations exposed. We're going to we're going to see all kinds of things come up. Things that really challenge us. Things that really challenge our worldview. And it's in that uncertainty that there's a blueprint made available to us that we can stay autonomous, we can stay grounded. And that blueprint, for me at least, is found in the person of Yeshua bin Joseph, otherwise known as Jesus. I also want to just add to that when we speak of Yeshua, we are also speaking of his divine feminine companion, Mary Magdalene, and her role. They were archetypes. And what they represent in terms of the divine feminine, the divine masculine. So the magnetizing of truth from a grounded center, which is divine feminine, and the questing heroic journeying, which is divine masculine. You have these archetypes within you, and those archetypes are coming back online again. And the blueprint that they left for us is really quite simple. They also lived in a time of extreme change, shifts, revelations, disclosure, all kinds of power plays. The end of one age, the beginning of a new age. And what did they do? So they came down as avatars, they descended as masters, as we all are, by the way. We're all descended masters. So they descended into third dimensional reality, which is a free will, multiplayer experience. So it's not your own private universe. You're here with other beings, and so were they. Now, they came in with some memory, but they also spent a great deal of their time questing and searching and questioning and sitting with teachers. They visited the mystery schools. And this is what came through for me this morning. And if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just ignore it. But when we quest, especially when we travel, which they traveled all around that known world and they went to the mystery schools. They were rediscovering and reconnecting parts of themselves that were living different lives in those times, but much earlier. So we plant these seeds, these holographic seeds. Just bear with me on this analogy. They're like time capsules. So, for example, you can wake up tomorrow and decide you're going to go to some faraway island. You've no idea why. You just saw it online, just fancy going there. Santorini, for example, or Malta, or Israel, something like that. And you go and you have an amazing epiphany. Maybe a memory comes in. Maybe your gifts come in more fully. That's part of the questing and the journey is we leave the breadcrumbs, we leave these time capsules in terms of frequency, in terms of the holographic matrix. And so questing is great. There's a wonderful deliciousness to questing and asking and searching and seeking. It is truly one of the reasons why we choose to forget in the first place. But underneath all of that, in this blueprint of the great avatars, is the knowing. It's the synthesis of everything that they're experiencing and bringing it into a holistic philosophy, which becomes a set of teachings, which becomes a set of values, which becomes a set of principles that can shift people's lives. That's mastery. And that's what these avatars do. And that's what's available to us as well. So we can quest, we can ask questions, we can up level, we can gather information and knowledge. That is so beautiful. That is such a part of our human experience. We can sit with each other in community and hear each other's wisdom. There's something very special about that. And that's a great way to get wisdom. We can crowdsource wisdom that way quite beautifully. But also, like Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, we understand that there has to be a balance with what is input and what is output, what comes in and what comes from us. And so, a singular practice that brings you into coherence, into groundedness, into centeredness, whatever that looks like for you, is the foundation. And they had that. For them, it could have been their early morning prayers. We just don't know. We don't know what they did. But then around that central practice, they developed and evolved a set of beautiful sacred rituals. And so we too can create sacred rituals and we can become divine vessels. We can become the host, as the Bible says, as the scriptures, a lot of holy books say. We can become the host of a divine presence. Our body is a temple. Now, the ancients understood the power of purification. They understood the power of being in community and at the same time being in solitude. They knew the balance. So, just like Yeshua and Mary, we can create a blueprint. We can step into the avatar blueprint in this time of uncertainty, in this time of chaos. We can write the inner scriptures for ourselves. We can lean in and travel. We can rediscover parts of ourselves that are living in other now moments that are saying, hey, I've got a whole life dedicated to this. So you come to this place, I've got something for you in this now life that's available to you. And above all, just being patient that there's a higher part of ourselves that really has the bigger picture and understands that if we got all the cards all at once, it would kind of almost ruin the game or spoil the dance that indeed it is us that's dropping the breadcrumbs. So it is a paradox, but that is how spirituality works. And the blueprint is there for us. So, yes, our life is a journey. We are the guide, but we can also seek guides out. We can also lean in, we can lean out. It's a two-way conversation. And being mindful and coherent is always the best place to start because everything else aligns around you, it orbits around you. And I'm not here to sell DCT, but it's a particularly pertinent program right now that you can run, as well as complementing it out with all of these other things. And that's going to become, it's going to become obvious very, very soon. Those of us who have that grounded practice and those of us that don't. Because, like I said, everything is going to get thrown up. And it's going to be really challenging to discern what is true and what isn't. And the only way we can truly, truly know what's true for us is to go in and resonate. Does this feel true for us? Not does it feel true for everybody? Does it feel true to us? And that's omnism. So, so quantum invites us to go deeper. Now, today I thought we did we did a really hard thing last week. I think that not having props and it's challenging. So we're going to do something a little different, but we're still going to keep the theme because it's day 11. We're going to still keep the theme of building up our resonance literacy, building up our resonance literacy, integrating that. So we're doing DCT, but there are going to be more moments of silence where the resonance itself will speak to you in a language of frequency. So we always begin with step number one. Step number one is we ground to the earth. I don't think there's a more important time to ground to the earth and to allow the earth to ground to us as a collective. Take a few gentle breaths in and out. Just run the breath through your body. Settle down. Be where you are now. Ignore the thoughts. They will quieten down. Just be here with me. Drop out of your mind. Feel your consciousness dropping down through your body, like you're falling through layers and layers of cloud. So fall through the clouds all the way down until you reach your feet. And then you stop. You stop at your feet. You become your feet. You embody your feet. Everything about you is in your feet. Become one with your feet. Notice everything in your feet. Every single part. Bring your I am presence to your feet. Reside in that presence. Feeling it, feeling the resonance of who you are, and hold that resonance. Hold it. Because what I want you to do now is I want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Hold that feeling and feel the difference. Now collapse them into one. 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 There is no separation between your body and the ground beneath your feet. Now, as soon as you bring that awareness in, you open up a massive network of roots, fibers, almost like fiber optics, like the fascia in your body, like the neurons in your brain. As soon as you become one, you open up that network to the conscious mind because it always exists and you are always connected. But consciousness is the key. So now drop down, just as you did with the cloud, drop down now into this network. It's a massive network and it goes down, 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 down through the layers of the earth. So from the ground down, down, down through all the layers of the earth, pushing down. So go down with those roots, follow that network down. Eventually you stop because eventually you reach the center of the earth herself. And at the center of the earth is the earth's core. It is round, it is solid, it is black. And you notice 360 all the way around the core is just a network of roots all the way into that core. Now follow in through your roots, your connection, and drop into the earth's core. Now, you realize that when you drop through that surface isn't actually solid. It's like liquid, and you can fall into that liquid. And in the earth's core, it is warm. It's like the womb waters of your mother, or the deepest oceans on this planet. It's warm, it's black, and you feel connected to everything from this place. You float, you're nurtured, and you're connected. And you feel the Schumann resonance pulsing out like a heartbeat from this place. So feel that. Some of you may be feeling that all over your body as we talk. Some of you may not. So give yourself time. Experience that connection to the earth. And you can visualize it as a golden, amber colored sap that you're going to now draw up through your root system, through your network, through your fiber cables, all the way up, 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 up through the layers of the earth until you reach the ground beneath your feet, which are one with your body. I'm going to gently count us down from 10 to 1. When I get to 1, that resonance from the earth's core, that vibration is going to be all over your body, and the only thing you need to do, it's not up here, is just let go. Just let go. And just allow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step number 1. We are connected to the earth. And now it's time to activate the light body, which is a cosmic activation using breath work and utilizing prana, life force, the breath of God, source creator. We're going to pull in 5 deep breaths. Hold. I like to hold for about 4 seconds, but hold as long as you can that's comfortable. And then exhale. See the breath over 5 deep breaths, like a cosmic wave coming in from the center of the universe, from Creator, filling your body, activating the light of luminosity, flower of life. And then as you exhale, feel of like a tide going out, and as it goes out, it pulls all of the crud, all of the stuff from the shoreline. It pulls it back out into the ocean to be recycled. So see this as a cleansing breath activation. 5 deep breaths. Continue to mindfully breathe as is comfortable. Step number 2, light body activated. Step number 3, we're going to prime our electromagnetic field using our fingers, our palms, our hands. Scan your electromagnetic field now. Visualize your electromagnetic field as clear, pristine, as fully unfolded, as unbroken, as sacredly sealed, as anointed, and as connected to the body. And anything that should not be there is now discharged, expelled, exiled, and removed. This is your space. You are the sovereign. You command, and it is done. So you have the power to do this every single day. This is not just your skin that extends out arm's length all around you. It's your shield. So we prime our electromagnetic field for what comes next. Step number 4. Put your hands together. Press in, like physically connect to your heart. Touch your heart with your hands and pursed like this. Speaks and signals to the monkey mind that something sacred and holy is about to begin. It doesn't understand sacred and holy, so it becomes quiet to connect to the heart in reverence. And now gently open your hands. You can see this is the opening of the temple doors. You can see this as the opening of a portal to a stargate. You can see this as a beautiful shell that's opening up into a hidden world. We only open our heart like this once our electromagnetic shield is in place. It's important, and I'm sure you can understand why. So it's safe to open your heart. But this heart is opened just for you. So walk through that doorway. Enter that kingdom, queendom, sovereign space, that temple, that heaven, that hidden inner realm. Step in, become illuminated, meet thyself, become one with the light. We're going to hold some moments of silence as you immerse and connect and become one with the inner Shekinah light, the light of God, your own light, the Om-powered I am, that I am the eternal flame. Surrender to that light now. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. When we activate communion with the I am in this way, holy, sacred, with reverence, that light explodes, becoming a powerful supernova within us, generating luminosity, enlightenment, lucidity, consciousness. See that light, brilliant and white, expanding out from the center of your heart in all directions, sending its beams of light. These are beams of illumination in all directions. Out, 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 into your primed electromagnetic field. Feel that light touching every part of your body, tips of your toes, top of your head, fingers, back. Feel it everywhere. And we call this unfoldment. This is your higher power unleashed. This is the Om, infinite, interdimensional you. This is unlimited. This is the highest version of you. It is the realm of genius. You can run from here 24/7. Feel the difference in your field. Can you feel that? It's highly magnetized. It's electrified. It's almost like a plasma. It's malleable. That is what you've done. That's tangible. That's programmable. It's quantum. This is what we're doing here. We run from quantum. We run from within. So now let's bring that sense of the I am, that I am in. And now we're going to connect to power of 9. This is entanglement with the group and the community and everybody here today, but I've also just been told that this is power of 9. This is power of 9. This is going to boost what we've already generated individually. So bring that down to the third eye. I'm going to open up to receive this light, this energy, this power. I'm going to receive it through the crown, through my mind, which is enlightened, and my mind, which has discernment, will tell me if it's good to go or not. If it's good to go, I'm going to run that down like a beam of light, like a laser beam, vertically down into the heart, which is the vortex. And then the heart expands horizontally. This is the origin of the cross. This is why we do this. It's not religious. So expand out. We're going to take that light. We're going to take the energy. We're going to take the power that we've generated in quantum. We're going to expand it out as a waveform. You can see this as a ripple on a lake, still lake. I like to see it as a squiggly line. So see it. I'm seeing it as blue, actually. See it as however you want. This is coherence. So coherence is what we generate using this technology. The reason we do it is because coherence is a carrier wave. And so this carrier wave will take your highest intentions, visions, missions, dreams, wants, and it'll run it out there through your electromagnetic field, out into the quantum field. So you're literally telegramming the quantum field right now with coherence. And that's going to run for you all day long. So just let go. Once it hits the edges of your electromagnetic field, just let it go. It's going to run all day because you've set it in motion. So your day is going to be much more coherent, much more grounded. There are no guarantees in life that everything's going to be peaches and roses and cream. But you're going to approach everything that you experience in your life today from a grounded, centered, empowered, empowered, present self. And people in your life today are going to feel it. So take that beautiful waveform out through your day. Let's just close. Thank you for everything. I am truly blessed. And I bless everyone in my life and in my world today. And so it is. I'll see you guys really soon.